Right here. Time for Spore Summoners War. This episode is pretty special because my guildies, I gotta congratulate them. Because in the past, few days, everybody's gotten a bunch of Nat 5s. So, Vidmez, who is the guy with the Mana Nan, currently my roommate, pulled a Charlotte. So, congrats to Vidmez. Dry Jr., a guy who's really helping me out with the guild, pulled a Heretic. Oh my god, I am so jealous. This is gonna make Rift be so easy for him. Fairy King, Daphnis. Congrats, Dwayne. Woo! So Vidmez also pulled his second Lushen. It's gonna be great. We're both gonna have fast teams now, and I'm gonna have to beat him in every other area of the game because I can't beat him in just speed now. So the reason for this episode is to show you guys I got a second Lushen. Pretty great. You know, it's gonna make my teams faster. Haven't done anything to it yet, just, you know, leveling it up. But the main purpose of this episode is to show off a monster I really have enjoyed in the past few days using him. It is Kunite. So, many people keep telling me that Kunite is bad, he's the worst of the gargoyles, and I disagree because my fire gargoyle is like an absolute beast. He's the reason I've S'd 2 rifts in the past day. I mean, just look at him, he looks badass. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys his skills. I have him on low speed, high defense, and a little bit of HP. So, Kunite, whenever he uses skill 1, his defense increases 20%, and this accumulates up to 5 times, which means that his base defense at 5-star can go from 605 to 1210, which is amazing. And that's good for raid front lines and Rift dungeons because their Thorn of Despair and Crush of Doom is both proportionate, does damage proportionate to the monster's defense as it gets lower. So his skill 2, Destructive Claws, will do damage based on defense and also destroys HP. And it will immediately put him into statue state, in which case he will receive 30% less damage, protection against inability effects, and recover 10% whenever he comes out of statue form. And in his statue form, if his skill 1 ends with full HP, he becomes a statue, or if his skill 2 is even activated, he becomes a statue. And during this time, the damage dealt on everyone else is reduced a ton on multi-hit skills. And if you guys don't know, every raid boss's skill, every skill that the raid boss has is multi-hit, and every skill that the Rift Beasts have is multi-hit. So if you put him in there, he can stay alive on your front line indefinitely and just decrease damage for everybody as long as he's staying at full heals, which is not a problem if you have Nikki, Fire Panda, and Chasoon, which I do. But you don't need Nikki. That was just a joke. Like, anybody with any substantial amount of heals who can keep him at full health, he is like a godsend. He's even got an HP percent leader skill for 40% on fire monsters, which is great. Favorite part is he doesn't even need high rune quality. I just put him on defense, defense, defense. He doesn't need speed subs because you need him to stay in that statue state as long as possible. And that's about all that I have on Kunite. He is amazing. I love him. If you get him, don't be dumb and fodder him. Use him because he is just beautiful. So yeah, that's Kunite. I'll show you guys a quick use of Kunite in one of my Rift dungeons. We'll do the Wind one because it showcases him best. So, one thing I want to say is that your front line, they need to be tanky monsters, and if you have defense-heavy monsters as opposed to HP-heavy monsters, they are better in the front line. Defense is better in the front line because, like I said before, Thorn of Despair and Crush of Doom are both based on defense. So as you can see, he's in statue state now. It's going to decrease the defense that Vertihile takes. I believe it scales on up to 30%. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me in the comments. But 30%, that's a lot more than Darien. And it keeps going up based on how many hits you take, which is absolutely beautiful for almost any application. The one time he is bad is whenever he is not kept at full health, which, you know, it can be troublesome whenever monsters decide not to use their skills. So I'm just going to let this play through and talk a little bit more about Rift Beasts. The point of Rift Beasts is for homunculus stuff, and also for those weird boxes that nobody ever opens, and for re-app stones, which are really useful at any point in the game where you have 6-star or 5-star, good 5-star rooms. I take that back. I would only ever use a re-app stone on a 6-star room. So yeah, because of Kunite existing in general, this is why I'm now able to S 2 of the Rift Beasts. Those two being Fire and Wind, which Fire was previously my worst score, and then Kunite came into my life and showed me otherwise. Now my Vertihile's dead, so I may not S this one, but I'm gonna keep trying because, yeah, it's about a, I don't know, I'd say a 50-50% chance. And this is the bad side, but I'm not gonna run it again. You guys know what an S looks like in a Rift Raid, but yeah, so Kunite, he's good. Use him. Like I said before, I also use him in my R4 and R5 teams, which are not the best right now because I don't really have a dedicated cleanser like I should. But I'm gonna be taking care of that later. So yeah, that's Kunite. He's amazing. Use him. But I just wanted to say that because I haven't made a video in a couple days, and because Kunite's amazing, and what he did for me yesterday is beautiful. Keep on building monsters, keep on making 6 stars, keep liking my videos and subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next episode.